I want to say this. First and foremost, there's no shame, no embarrassment in getting packed out, getting beat up. As long as you fight, you're respected. Now, did King fight? We don't know. I'm going to tell you my personal opinion about T.I.'s son, King.
Like, I don't have no gang. I ain't in no gang. I got family. I got motherfuckers willing to risk their lives and freedom to die by me and mine. You hear me? Why don't fucking play with me, man? Don't play with my motherfucking child ever.
This is the worst time ever for King Harris. His father, T.I., told him this day would come, and now the prophecy has hit him in the face in the most brutal way possible. The young man who used to think he was untouchable is now in jail and has lost all of his freedom, fame, and pride. People who know King say he has been begging for help since he let the wrong people in and that the inmates came with a deadly message instead of to steal. Imagine a 20-year-old who used to be cocky pacing around a cold county jail cell while the heavy metal door behind him slams like thunder.
What you want to do? What you want to do? You from here?
Yeah, I'm from here. Yeah, I'm from here.
All right, so...
Oh, man, y'all, let's go.
What's up with you, bro? What's up with you, bro?
Let's go,
Putting your hand around me, talking out your ass like you want to do something. What's up, bro?
Oh, Lord.
What's up, bro?
Nothing.
What? Relax, or what?
Nothing.
Or what?
Nothing.
Or what? Because you just tried to
This could be a game.
Get out your business, my nigga. Get out your business,
I think he wants you to...
It seems like he's letting out his confidence like air from a flat tire. King is said to have lost it and called his dad because he was so scared and nervous. Just a few months ago, he was all over the internet, showing off guns, talking trash to his enemies, and making fun of anyone who called him weak. But that fake tough act went away quickly when they went to jail. No Wi-Fi, no camera, no fans, just the eyes of men who have seen real pain in silence. Men who don't care about your father. There is no peace, beauty, or second chances inside those gates. Sources say that it all began when King tried to make a dumb joke at the wrong time and made fun of older inmates as if it were a live broadcast. That was when things were bad. But this fight in the Waffle House parking lot wasn't just any fight. It was a big deal. There were no fans cheering, no phones ringing, and no crowd laughing. Just tough, uncompromising inmates watching a rich kid push the limits of respect. When it came out that the loudmouth was T.I.'s son, everything changed all of a sudden. The air got thick, the mood changed, and King was no longer just another prisoner, he was a marked man. They wanted clout to take him apart. Some people wanted to get back at him for what his father did. Some people just wanted to make hip-hop royalty look bad forever.
You already know that when you come to jail, everybody jealous of what you done had in your life. That's just part of the culture. Like, I wish I would have had.
King was scared and completely out of his element when he ran to the jail phones and called his father, Clifford T.I. Harris. In one disturbing video, he said, "Wait until I get back and see him," in a voice that was half angry and half broken. Instead of the confidence that had been there was now pure, unrestrained fear. His voice was full of panic, the kind of fear that money can't buy. King Harris finally understood what his father had been trying to teach him. Being famous doesn't keep you safe, and no last name can protect you behind those steel bars. But to really understand how everything fell apart, we need to go back to October 2024.
Steel bars.
Man, I'm right here. Yes, sir. There's one in the red. Does your buddy have one as well? No, okay. Alright, just hang tight right here for me. Let me clear this. I don't want any accidental fires.
With no safety, you gotta take.
With no safety.
King was not captured in a frantic Atlanta chase or a dramatic gang raid. No, it started in a quiet home in the outskirts, far from luxury. Picture King leaving a gas station in his black BMW, music blasting, his ego rising, and a feeling of unstoppable confidence. Everything was okay until King nearly sideswiped a police car. After he took one reckless step, the red and blue lights emerged behind him like a warning from fate itself. Officers reported that they could smell marijuana as soon as they got there and saw guns on display like prizes. A bench warrant for past charges that he thought he could ignore unexpectedly surfaced after they searched his name. In only a few seconds, the son of a trap superstar, was face down on the sidewalk, cuffed up on camera, and blasted across TMZ for everyone to witness. King Harris was seen in handcuffs in the frightened and haughty footage, which quickly went viral. Now, the real question is, if you were T.I., would you step in to save your kid again, or would you eventually let him handle the mess he made for himself? Because this wasn't simply another arrest. It was the start of a generational conflict. A father's prudence and his son's pride clash in real time.
Oh, motherfucker, wait. You got the wrong man, wrong guy. What the fuck is that? They got drones flying and shit.
At first glance, the video seemed to be a scene from a film. It appears that King has practiced being calm, composed, and even polite. When the cops asked him about the weapons, he didn't even bat an eye. "You're going to find my guns," he added, as casually as ever, as though he were talking about munchies in his car instead of guns. By dawn, the accusations had been withdrawn, and King was free again. Another night in the system, another prominent person caught up. But the real damage had already been done. Each story's headline read, "T.I.'s son arrested with guns and marijuana." Every blog also showed the same brutal irony, the rap prince acting out his father's past. His father had spent years trying to escape the same life trap that the affluent youngster was pursuing. For once, the world saw firsthand what T.I. had always feared, so the irony was very personal. King wasn't just rebelling, he was heading straight for disaster. Furthermore, the legal heat swiftly cooled while the cultural tempest exploded overnight. The bodycam footage completely destroyed King's reputation by portraying him as a rich kid looking for street cred that he had never achieved. After supporters made fun of him and haters ripped him to pieces, there were soon whispers of something more sinister. Word spread that King had not just spent a harmless night in prison, but had met the wrong kind of people behind those walls.
And he told me that it was okay. So that's the only time. Inside any other time, I don't even call the police like for accidents. It ain't even no 911 call with my voice on it. I don't break in my house.
The story then changed from being funny to being about surviving. Since respect is the only currency in jail, you will soon run out of it if you spend it poorly. According to reports, King Harris showed up haughty, cocky, and full of that social media vigor. He was anxious to demonstrate his toughness in spite of his affluent upbringing. But prison is not Instagram, and the men inside are not trolls in the comment section to which you may reply with a meme. These people were hustlers and lifers, and they had nothing left to lose. Insiders say King made a serious mistake by being irresponsible, cracking jokes, and perhaps even referring to his father by name. Arrogance is the only thing worse than showing fear behind steel bars, and within hours, unfavorable tales started to spread around the neighborhood.
The only one on here who got bad-ass kids.
We all go through
You
it.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you ain't got no bad-ass kids, you got one and you got lucky. You hear me? Anybody with three or
With
more,
multiples.
you got one that you don't know what the hell you gonna do.
Fame won't save you here, the message said coldly. At that moment, reality hit hard. All of the talk about being ready for this went silent, and the confidence and smirks ran away. Sources claim that dread took hold when rumors started to spread throughout the neighborhood. Instead of just roughing him up, crews were thinking about killing him. At that moment, King lusted and hurried to the jail phones, begging his father, T.I., to step in right then. His voice was quivering. He needed help and hoped someone would pull strings, toss money, or call in favors to clear up the mess. When the checks his mouth had been making for months eventually bounced hard, he had to pay the price of his personal safety.
I can't judge how the parenting is gone, because everything that we've seen has been stuff that many of us would have said or similar if we saw our children do this. But I will say this. A lot of what's happening is because it's in the public. Like most children don't have to.
And now everyone is asking the same unsettling question. Was King Harris doomed from the start? Could this have been avoided? Or was fate bringing a name too weighty for one young man to handle? This story is still unfolding in real time, and the murmurs are getting too particular to ignore. Numerous blogs, hip-hop forums, and insiders claim that King Harris' story is far from over. The danger in those constraints might have just started, and the gang's intentions might have been far more sinister than merely disciplining him. These people didn't want to gain influence, they wanted to completely destroy him. In jail politics, taking down a well-known person's son is like hitting gold. You gain immediate notoriety and power,